Okay, so this is for part 3. Part 3 is for the exterior angles, and using the formula for the exterior angle theorem, this is what's going on. And you may recall, let's see, watch this. Let me do number 1. Basically what happens is this inside angle plus this inside angle will equal the outside angle. So as a formula, it would look like this. This plus this equals this. In other words, this plus this equals this. And you solve for B. Alright, let me combine my like terms. Oops, that was an eraser. I have a 64 and a 3. Let me combine, which means add 64, 65, 66, 67. Put those together, I have 67. I'm bringing down my positive 4b equals 143. What are you going to do now? Subtract 67. Subtract 67. Remember, with this part, you are allowed to use a calculator. 143 minus 67. I have 76. So that's going to cancel out. So 4b equals 76. What do you do now? Divide. Divide. So you have 76 divided by 4. So that's going to cancel out. B equals 19. That's simple. Boom. Okay? So again, isolating the variables. This is why I do so much of this in class. Doing all kinds of things to get rid of x because it's all the same thing. Alright, let's try another one, just in case that one flew by you. Okay, number 2. Alright. 8th period. 2. Not 2. 2. Just saying. So here we go. Remember, inside plus inside equals outside. Inside, which is 90, plus 34 equals 3n plus 1. Okay? Combine like terms. It's this. This. We can combine them together. Oops. N plus 1. Your job is to get n by itself, so what are you going to do? Subtract 1. Subtract 1. Yeah, you can do it backwards too. That's 123 equals 3n. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. N equals 41. Voila. Okay. Now, so, alright, that looks all good. So, I think you'll be okay with those. For your homework, same thing. This plus this equals this. This plus this equals this. This plus this equals this. And this plus this equals this. Go for it. Let's see what's next. Alright, Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so remember, Pythagorean theorem, that's going to be the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember that? Okay, here we go. Our first question, find the missing length to the nearest 10. Okay, so remember, you got to remember the longest length for Pythagorean theorem should be the hypotenuse, which should always be c. Okay, the longest side should be the hypotenuse, and that should be always c. So question number 1, this is the one that I'm looking for. Is it the hypotenuse? No. This one is the hypotenuse. Remember, this is a good way to tell. The corner of the triangle, the corner of your little square should be pointing to the hypotenuse. So I can say that this is A, and this is B, and this is C. Remember, doesn't matter which one's A, doesn't matter which one is B. This could be A, this could be B, this could be B, this could be A. Just as long as you know where C is, okay? So I'm going to say that this is A, this is B, and this is C. A, B, C. So A squared, so I have 6 squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 6 times 6, not 6 times 2, 36 plus b squared, I don't know what b is, equals c squared. 10 times 10, 10 times 10, 100. Now what do we do? You're going to subtract 36 from both sides. So that b squared equals 64. Okay? And then what we're going to do is the square root of b. Then square this. It's 8. Okay? So that, remember you have to, your final answer would be square that, which is 8, because 8 times 8 is 64. Alright, so the missing side for this one, 8, because b squared. Okay, so the missing side, b, is going to be 8, because if I replace this with 8, ta-da-da, 8 times 8, guess what, is 64. Okay, so Pythagorean theorem for that one, I did that one, you do number 2. I'm going to do number 3, so you can do number 4. Remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I have my a, which is 2, so 2 squared plus, I do not have a b again, b squared. I do have c equals 3 squared. Alright, 2 times 2 is 4 plus b squared equals 3 times 3, 9 squared. Aha. Okay, look, 9 squared. It's just 9. Now, what are you going to do now? Subtract 4 from both sides. So you have b squared equals 9 minus 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is going to be 5. So, I think I'm going to square root the square root of 5. Change the color here. And get like 2.23 or something like that. Square root of the 5, which is like 2.23, and this is why it says round or something. But in your calculator, you're going to get 2.23, blah, 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 blah. I'm okay if you just put 2.23, okay, as your answer. So if you get a decimal answer, just give me 2 digits after the decimal place, and we're good if you're uncomfortable with rounding. I just want you to be comfortable with the Pythagorean theorem. Round to the nearest 10, see? Okay, so you know how to do this one. The rest are word problems, okay? So it would help if you draw pictures. I'm going to demonstrate with 2 word problems, and then you do 4 word problems, okay? Maybe I'll do 3. I'll just start with number 5, because you have seen this before. The bottom of a ladder must be placed 3 feet from a wall. Okay, you mean like the side of a house? So let me draw my house. The ladder is 12 feet long. How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? The bottom of the ladder must be placed 3 feet from the wall. Okay. The ladder is 12 feet long. Okay. So let's pretend that this is my ladder. I'm sure you guys remember this in class. That's going to be 12. It is 3 feet away from this wall. Okay. How far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? So here is your X. So as you can tell, your right angle is right here. So this is your hypotenuse. So this one is going to be C. This could be A. This could be B. So I shall do my A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Do I have A? No, I do not. Do I have B? Why, yes, I do. 3. The 3 square. Do I have C? I do. 12 square. All right. So A square. 3 times 3 plus 9. 12 times 12, 144. Subtract 9. Subtract 9. So now I have A square equals 135. Remember, you're going to square root that, which will be about 11.61. Okay, so how tall, or how far above the ground does the ladder touch the wall? 11.61. So this is 11.61. Okay? 11.61. You should also have a picture for each one of these as well. All right. Let me try the next one for you. Number 6. A soccer field is a rectangle. Start there. 90 meters wide. Okay. That's 9, by the way. 120 meters long. The coach asks players to run from one corner to the corner diagonally across. What is the distance? Oh, so you mean the coach is asking them to run one corner diagonally, creating that triangle. And what is the distance? Oh, you know what is C, because you know that's going to be the longest side. So we'll say that this is A and this is B. Okay? And you would do Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 120 squared plus B 90 squared equals C, which we don't have. Okay, now 120 squared, 14,400. Plus 90 squared, 8,100 equals C squared. Okay, so with this, do exactly what it says. Look, it says this plus this equals C squared. So, what does that mean? It means first we're going to add. Let me get rid of this first. Get this out of the way because you don't need it now, right? Add those two together, you're going to get 22,500 equals C squared. Okay. So, let's see, there's something I'm forgetting to do here. And hold on, give me a second to remember. Let's see if I saw.